If you don't do anything else, I feel like this is probably the most important step in the 4 different areas of planning: year, month, week, and day, because you need to stop every so often and kind of reset and reevaluate your planning. So having that month restart every 4 or 5 weeks is a great time for you to just rethink if your planning system is working. It's a great time to switch it up if it's not working. So that's why I really like the monthly planning, and I like to use a calendar overview page so that I can see everything at a glance, the big picture of the large pieces, large time blocks of my schedule. So let me show you how I like to plan the month ahead on a calendar overview page. Hello, I'm Katie, your teacher from the Planner School. This is video number 2 in this How to Plan series. Let's go. Okay, here's how I like to plan my month ahead on the monthly calendar page. And you can use any planner. It doesn't matter. I've figured out in using lots of different planners that it really doesn't matter which planner you use. So it's a personal preference. You can use any of them. There's so many great ones. It's all your personal preference and how you like to use it and what you like to track in your planner. So on the monthly overview page, I like to use the calendar overview. And let's start. I have like a little basic checklist. I don't do a lot with it because I don't want everything on the monthly page. I want the big things that take a lot of time, the most important things, and a good overview of my month. So let's go through a little checklist of how to plan your month. Number 1, vacations and holidays. I like to block off any several days in a row or weeks in a row or long weekends with washi tape in my planner. So I want to make sure I have all my holidays listed out in there and any vacation time or time off that I have. And I will use washi tape and the holiday stickers to start my month off with that. Next up, I pretty much go down my priorities checklist, which we worked on in part 1 of this video in how to plan your year. You're basically creating your own priorities list when you plan out your year, so you can use that same list to plan out your month. And here are the 5 pieces of that. There are different areas of your life that I just kind of like to think about which things in each of those big main categories are going to take up some time. So the first one is self-care, things for taking care of myself, and any time I have blocked off during the month for those kind of things. For example, appointments. So it might be nail appointments or hair appointments or like just things I want to do for self-care. And I go ahead and put those on the month in like just the little reminders that I know that I have that activity for these few different days in the month that I have self-care things to do, or things like doctor appointments. Those also go in that category. So I will put those on the monthly overview page, self-care category. Next up is the friends, family, and pets category. So if you need to take care of any of those people or pets, make sure those appointments are on your monthly calendar schedule because those are important. You don't want to miss important dates for your kids or special time with your significant other or family events. Make sure those are on your schedule next. Or maybe vet appointments for your furry family. Category number 3 is household. So anything you need to take care of that month, to take care of the house. These kind of things come up usually at inconvenient times, but if you have something scheduled ahead, go ahead and put that on your month. And routine activities like shopping, grocery shopping, you can add those to your monthly if you want to, if you have like a regular schedule. For example, I like to try to get gas in my car on Wednesdays or Thursdays, so I usually put that on my schedule to make sure that I get that done. Category number 4 is financial. So if there are any things coming up that you have specific deadlines for financial, for example, bills that you need to pay, make sure that's on your monthly schedule so that you don't miss anything important. In general, I don't put my goals on the monthly plan ahead calendar because my goals tend to have their own space either somewhere else in the planner or a completely separate planner just for goals. And depending on what your goals are, you probably should have them in a separate planner. If you have big goals that you're really working on hard, give them their own space. All right, so that's category number 5. Okay, category number 6, other. If you're working on one of those big things, it may or may not need its own planner as well. and I don't generally put that on my monthly planning ahead calendar. That's all for monthly. I like to keep it pretty clean and simple on the monthly overview so that I can just see the big things I don't want to forget. I do also add in, sometimes I put a little more detail, like I'll add in which days are my workout days, or if I'm working on another activity that I want to make sure that I do on certain dates, sometimes I will put that on my monthly in advance. And sometimes I just track it if I did get those activities accomplished. Next up, stay tuned for video number 3 in the series, How to Plan. In video 3, we are going to be planning your week, which is really fun. We'll be decorating, and I like to use a decorated week because that way I will go back and use my planner more. The whole reason that I decorate planners is because it's fun and it keeps me using the planner. And if I use the planner, I see the things that I need to do. And if I do the things that I need to do, I make more progress. And if I track the things that I need to do in my planner, then I can see the progress that I've made, which helps me to progress more. So that's why I decorate. It's just a fun factor that keeps you using your planner. So we will use a decorated week and plan our week in the next video.